Hey guys, welcome back in for another episode of On the Table. I'm Stoney,
I'm T.
and what we're going to do today is read a Reddit story to find out if someone's an asshole. All right, so here we go. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my friend financially after they mocked my frugal lifestyle? All right. I, who is a 21-year-old female, have always been pretty frugal. I cook at home, rarely go out, don't upgrade my phone often, and I'm intentional about saving money. My friends joke about it, which I usually don't mind. But one friend in particular, Aman, who's a 25-year-old male, he takes it a bit too far. Aman constantly makes comments about me being cheap, living like a college student, or missing out on life. This has been going on for years. I've told him it bothers me, and he usually laughs it off and says he's just joking. Recently, Aman lost his job. I figured that was something like that was going to happen. And recently, Aman lost his job and asked me if I could lend him some money to help cover rent for the month. I couldn't afford it without putting myself in a bad spot, but when he asked, I hesitated. I reminded him that he spent years making fun of the way I manage my money, and now he's asking to benefit from it. What?
I can see it coming a
You
mile
see it
away.
coming? I told him I wasn't comfortable lending him money, of course, especially since he's never taken my financial boundaries seriously. He got upset, and I was pretty. He got upset, and I was petty and punished him over the jokes, and that friends are supposed to help each other in emergencies. So now he's want to say that. Now some mutual friends are split. Some say I'm within my rights, and that is my money. Others say I'm being cold and holding a grudge when someone genuinely struggling. Any comments on that? So,
Ah,
am I the asshole? Is the question. Is she the asshole?
I'm going to say she's not the asshole. I myself too am petty, so I cannot be upset with her for being a little petty.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be fair. I will say this: I don't think she's the asshole
Mm-hmm.
because she's right. She's been saving her money. She's been frugal, and
Mm-hmm.
he's been making fun of her this whole time. With that being said, my question to her is, why have you remained his friend if it has bothered you this much? Um, if you know that he is struggling to pay his rent, you know that's something serious.
Mm-hmm.
And so to take this moment to throw it in his face, which I'm not really faulting her for that, but I am wondering why stay friends with someone if it's that serious. And it has to be that serious if you're not willing to help him simply because of the way he's been talking about you being frugal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have been affected by his words more than you let on.
Right.
So the question is, why did you remain his friend this whole time?
Mm.
But no, I don't think she's the asshole, and I don't think people should tell other people what to do with their money.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I don't think she's an asshole at all. Not the asshole. Um, it's her money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's her money.
Yes,
It's her money. But
it's
he's
her
been
money.
making jokes about her.
Yeah.
I can recall when I was younger, someone say owing me some money,
Mm-hmm.
and the money's in their pocket, in his pocket. Let's say his pocket. The
Okay.
money was in his pocket, but he refused to give me the money that he owed me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I lost track on where I was going with this, but I just think she's not the asshole. It's her
Yeah.
money. I mean, it seems like it's clear to me.
It's very clear to me. I don't think she's the asshole. Again, I would ask her, why have you chosen to remain friends with
Mm,
him if his words have bothered you so much?
yeah.
Like, and I can't be mad at her because she's petty because I am very petty.
Hmm. Hmm.
But and we know that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was a little bit short because I'm thinking about another story that I read. I'm kind of getting them confused, but as I glanced over it right now, she said she wasn't comfortable lending him money, and she
And
gave reasons why.
Because he's mocked her this whole time.
He hasn't been very good with his finances,
Yeah.
and mocking her on how good her finances
Exactly.
are and were. So no, I mean, I would be skeptical, or hesitant about giving him money as well. Why should she? Why should she?
I mean, I also think it's maybe time to reassess whether or not you guys are really friends. Because after this, I don't see why you would pretend to be friends with one another. I feel like it's over. It's done.
And he did get upset with her.
Yeah.
And started, what did he say? Friends are supposed to help friends in emergencies.
And friends are also not supposed to make fun of their friends, especially if you know that it's hurting that person. You're not supposed to do that either, but you did it.
And he's assuming that she can afford it because she's so cheap and she's so, I'm going to say tight. He didn't say tight, but she's so cheap and tight with her money. He's probably just assuming she has money. So what? Every time you get into an emergency, you're just going to call her and she's supposed to bail you out? I mean, this is only one story. This is only one thing she's talking about.
Yeah.
She didn't say of other things that has happened. She only talked about the way he mocks her about her being so cheap with her money.
Also, I feel like his making fun of her about her being frugal may have some other meaning behind that. Like, why would you choose that? Like, what is it about that makes you want to make fun of her? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's a little jealous of the amount of money she makes.
Maybe he likes her.
That too, but still, that's kind of like grow up already. We don't do that as adults.
They're 24, 25.
Okay, you're young adults, but still.
Come on
now. We're not in the third grade, right?
I guess if they were 15, 16, I can see that.
I mean, come on.
See that clearly if they were teenagers.
You're still a young adult. You don't make fun of one another because you like them. What is that?
And grow up, bro, because why are you asking a woman for money anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a man. It's really not a man and woman thing, but a lot of people, stick to that. And it's like, why are you asking her? Like, you don't have any other friends you can ask for money? And because she says she can't give it to you, she gave her reasons. She gave her reasons, and you need to respect that.
I mean, honestly, I think that's true. If she said no, then she said no.
No
it
means
really
no.
Is. It really is that simple. My only issue is that I wouldn't be. Okay, so I would feel petty, but I wouldn't throw it in their face petty. You know what I mean? Because I know it's serious, but I would still have that feeling in me of like, now you need my help.
Now you need help.
Now you need my help. This whole time you've been teasing me, making fun of me. You know it bothers me. You keep doing it. Yeah, but I wouldn't say it. I would keep it to myself. It would be more of like an inside joke. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right.
So yeah.
Maybe you talk it over amongst the other friends as well.
Yeah, once I made up my mind, that would be it, though.
All right, let's see what the comments say. This user says, not the asshole. He won't pay it back and probably won't use it for rent. How do you... I know some people do, but how do you have money for rent and then lose the money for rent? You have to how do you do that? How do you lose the money for rent?
I don't know how someone would do that, but...
I mean, if he went to her and said, you know what, hey, whatever your name is, I live paycheck to paycheck. I'm not as good as you at saving money. I mean, he should have been like on his knees or something if he really wanted the money. But he could be saying stuff like, I had to use my rent money because my car was in the shop, or some kind of other emergency he had. Can I borrow some money from you? I mean, she didn't really say how he came and asked for the money.
If he came and he was humble,
he's got to come
when
correct.
he if he humbled himself when he asked for the money, like you said, I like the way you phrased that. Like, hey, I'm having some problems, and I know you're really good with saving money. So I was hoping you could help me out.
You help a brother out, right?
Right. If he asked in that way, I think she might not have had the instant. Reaction of wanting to say no and kind of throw it back in his face. I can't imagine that she would have, because in his approach, he would have already been like, yeah, I know I make fun of you, for saving money, but I need help. Can you help me? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But we don't know how. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she also goes on to say, that he recently lost his job.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that recently means? Did he lose his job and then he just slowly started running out of money, or was he still living it like,
and being
like he
reckless,
was
just
balling?
spending.
Yeah,
But
who knows?
what did this other person say?
This one says he just lost his job and already needs help with the rent. So he hasn't put any money aside to survive because he was just too busy mocking you and living. No, dude, you are not his financial backup plan because he couldn't be bothered to have one in place.
Okay, so with this particular comment, I don't think it's fair to just assume that, oh, he was being reckless. He probably was being reckless with his money. But in today's society, people are living paycheck to paycheck. It's not easy to save. Rent is super high.
It's more than mortgage payments.
I mean, honestly, right?
Yeah.
The rents are more
with
than
taxes
the mortgage
and insurance.
Yeah, really. So I'm not sure how he went about spending his money or whether or not he was reckless or
How
not.
could he mock her for years?
How could they remain friends for years if it bothered her this much?
It bothered her all this time.
Yeah, you should have cut that off a long time ago, or made sure he understood how much it bothered you.
And someone else says he was living his YOLO life, and now he expects others to bail him out. Not just others, but OP, who he before mocked for putting money aside. So it's kind of like what we're saying.
Yeah.
He's mocking people for putting money aside, and now he needs their help. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't do that. Somebody says NTA, not the asshole. His response to your refusal tells you everything you need to know. That's what I was saying. When you reminded him of how hurtful his words have been in the past, he could have apologized profusely, attempted to make amends. Like I said, he could have got on his knees and said, "Hey, I know I've been doing this. I'm sorry, but I really need your help." But he put the ball in your court in order for you to trust him again as a friend. Even then, you would be justified not to lend him money, but perhaps you would be willing to help him make a budget or show him ways he can improve his finances based on your success in this area. That was not his response, not even a bit. Stay strong, OP. Stay strong, OP.
Else?
Want another one?
Yeah, let's get another one.
All right, someone else says that he's not the asshole. Although I do see his point. Oh, really?
Okay.
I knew a family that were multi-millionaires due to extreme saving, and they never did anything, ever. No vacations, never going out, and their daughters had pretty much no personal possessions other than secondhand clothes. Their house didn't even look lived in. There was nothing personal about it. They were the saddest, most miserable people I've ever been around. However, Aman is not entitled to your money, especially. I don't understand what were they talking about?
This is what I'm all types of
they kind of
confused.
Yeah, what are they
about what this is? Because first of all, it feels like they went off on a tangent, a whole other thing. This is nowhere near what's going on here. That is extreme.
What are they trying to say? They're trying to say the millionaire families were cheap. They were cheap because they wore secondhand clothes.
They are comparing this millionaire family to
the
this
woman.
But that doesn't appear to be the case. That's an extreme situation. I don't even know why you would have used that. That it makes no sense.
And they still say not the asshole.
Yeah, like that. It doesn't even make any sense. Listen, even if you are extreme in terms of saving your money, that's still your business. It's still your money. With that being said, that situation that she just wrote about seems like there's something else going on with that family.
And I'm not saving my money for you. I'm saving my money for me. Yes, you just lost your job. If she's saving her money for whatever reason she wants to save her money for, and if she gives him this money to pay rent, what's going to happen next month?
He's going to need
some more. That's what I want to know.
If he
what's
hasn't
going to
found a
happen
job,
next
he'll need
month.
more.
Right. Or he'll be borrowing money from somebody else, and which, by the way, she'll never get paid back.
Probably not.
I've learned that if I loan somebody some money, I don't even expect it to come back. So even before I even give it to them, I have to make sure that it's
That
gone.
you're not going to hurt.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's not going to hurt me. If it's why would I give something away that's going to hurt me? I'm not going to. No.
Yeah.
No. You've been clowning me all these years. Nah, dude. It's like karma. It's like, This person goes on to say, Aman is not entitled to your money, especially if he has spent his time, just similar to what the other person said, if he has spent his time mocking you instead of expressing genuine concern for your emotional well-being.
Wait, what?
He didn't have any concern for her emotional well-being.
Okay, because he's saying he didn't care. They're saying that he didn't care about how she felt about his jokes. Right?
Right.
Okay,
He didn't say, "Oh, how do you feel about me?" Talking about you.
He knew she was upset
Obviously,
about
she
it,
had
but
sad
he continued,
faces and made comments throughout the years. Yeah, but if something bothers someone, a real friend stops doing it instead of keeping on under the guise of jokes. Like you said, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But I don't think not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole is the answer.
We'll agree on that one.
That's it. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. We wish that you could join the conversation. That's why this channel was created. In order to get there, you need to like, subscribe, share, follow, whatever you need to do to get us to that point where we can start having lives and invite you in. But what you can do right now is leave your comments in the comment section. We want to know what you think. We really do. We really do.
Yes. Is she the asshole?
Is she the asshole? All right. That's it.
That's it.
All right, until next time, we'll find out what's on the table. See you later.
Bye.